Normally stream not muted. Okay, okay. Thanks for the feedback. Can't need it. Okay, pistol round. They actually did their work here because they had a guy in B with a nade, like nade, smoke, and flash, waiting for us to rush B. So this round we just kind of go like, hey, we can't go B, let's go ladder. And I'm just jumping for my teammates because you really gotta do shit like that sometimes. Because okay, if you look at it from my screen, I look kind of stupid, but sometimes in a team setting, you really gotta what the Chinese say is la qiang, which is like kind of pull the shots for your teammates. So this is something that's pretty important. This is something that I think you guys should look at. One moment. Okay, so we kind of fucked up in B. This is kind of where we started coming in. So Summer just sees me jumping out. So I think you create a lot of space for your teammates to work with when you do shit like that. Especially considering I had no Kevlar whatsoever, I should be, you know, trying to create space for my team. So I'm jumping. It's really hard to hit, like when you have a guy jumping like that. It's kind of stupid, but it looks really stupid, but it's something that works. So yeah, sometimes you gotta sacrifice yourself a bit for the better of the team, man. Pistol round was stomping. We had a slow start because I think the first map kind of was still in our heads. We had the 10-5 lead and we blew it. Lost like 16, 12 or 13. So yeah, it was kind of slow start. I had trouble as an in-game leader in situations like this to kind of how to put this, like get everybody back on the mental state that we're not done with this game yet and that we can actually win it. And sometimes sometimes things like this shows when when you're in a team and your players, you can kind of see when your players are a bit losing focus. They're doing really weird shit. They're not playing as practiced or as planned, and you can see everybody's having a tough game. So sometimes you gotta work extra hard as an in-game leader. I'm talking about specifically as an in-game leader to actually kind of get your teammates back on focus, back on track, do exactly what the game plan is supposed to be, and you know, bring them back into the game. Because sometimes players just lose themselves in the game, and you gotta be able to bring them back into the game, and that's kind of what the in-game leader is supposed to do. Not only just in-game leading like mechanically, but you also have to in-game lead like you have to be a leader. That's the truth of it. Sorry. Thoughts on 5e. I like 5e, but sometimes the servers are really bad and routing is kind of an issue because there's only Hong Kong servers. Hello, Shady 619. I like 619 because of Rey Mysterio, but if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not gonna explain it. Okay, so this round is kind of just like everyone. This round is kind of just like everyone go for picks because I want them to play with confidence. I told my team like, guys, get deagles, even though economically speaking, it's actually not that good of an idea because we didn't get the bomb plant. We didn't get many kills. We didn't get a single kill on the pistol round. So what I wanted to do was like kind of, yo, thanks for the follow, GG Easy Win TV. Hello, Dalio, what's up? Do your homework first and then watch the stream. You can always watch the VOD.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Akawawa, thanks for the follow. Phony Fanda, thanks for the follow. So okay, so I didn't want them to just like have a really slow start, so I told them, guys, get deagles, go pop some hits. This is something that, economically speaking, is not a good idea, but I also want my team to be able to, you know, kind of get that feel for the game, because we had a pretty tough first map. Okay, so back to me. So first gun round, I already told them the plan for the first gun round, and I'm just kind of following through the plan, like right here. This is kind of my job as like the ladder control guy. I'm just always popping that window. I'm just always trying to make noise and do some like basically get control of the map for my team. Hello Muffin, what's up? Okay, so just typical stuff that you do: top ladder, jump spotting, trying to figure out what's going on. And okay, if you look, wait, just a moment. 30,000. Okay. Okay, I think this is a bit too much, but okay. So I gotta put a bit of volume here. So this is kind of like the info stage of the game. This is where everybody's going through defaults. Default is basically getting map control without too much of a risk, and minimizing risk while getting map control with proper utility usage is all part of the game. Terrorist side. What language using in your team now? English. We use English. So kind of over here. When I did this, when I looked at the floor for no fucking reason, what I'm actually doing is thinking. So I put myself as an in-game leader. This is something that most in-game leaders have trouble with, and I think it's something that every single in-game leader has to go through to understand that sometimes putting yourself in a safe position to do whatever the fuck you want is the most important thing, because you can end up choosing bad fights. You could end up getting caught off guard and by surprise, because you're just like thinking of the game. You're looking at your radar, you're looking at your teammates' utility, you're thinking of what the call should be, how you should end the round, how you should finish the round, how you should go about the control, what sort of control you have. All these things are going through an in-game leader's mind. And when that is happening, you gotta slow down, put yourself in a good position to be safe, and then think about it. Unless you already have like a system set up that you know, like, hey, okay, this is let's go plan A, and then you don't have to think at all. Your teammates know what's up. That's where you don't have to think, and you just like focus on your crosshair and go. But in moments like this, when I'm just like fucking staring at the wall, I'm just like not doing apparently anything, it's kind of where I'm thinking. And sometimes you see me looking at my teammates, and you see I'm just taking a pause from the jump spot and just thinking about what we should do. Sometimes you see me looking at my teammates because I need to see what utility they have as well. So I'm just like turning around, looking, and I'm just asking my teammates what utility do we have, yada yada yada, etc etc. So this is really important. I have the show team equipment on. Sometimes it's disabled in servers, but in tournament servers. But when usually I think as an in-game leader, you gotta get as much visual information and audio information as possible, and then process all that. It's kind of like all the info is coming out from the left side of your fucking head, and then you're crunching all the numbers in the middle, and then it just comes out on the right or through your mouth, and then you're telling your team what to do. So this is something that in-game leaders gotta kinda take note of. Put yourself in a safe position before you try and say anything, because sometimes when you're saying something, someone's gonna push you, you're gonna die. So sometimes you gotta know when to stop talking and when to start talking. Yo, Elatab, thanks for the follow. 5e plus versus normal 5e. I don't know what's the difference. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm sorry. So at this point, I'm just telling my team, get together. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for my team to get together, and then we're gonna hit the side together. So this is like stuff that you gotta do in the team. Yo, Overkiller, thanks for following the stream. Oh, okay, I see. I haven't actually started that much on 5e, so I'm not sure. Can't change profile picture? 5e has so many systems now. Okay, so teams gathered. I have my teammates ready. Start going. And then just focus on crosshair. This is where I just focus on crosshair, because I know my team is coming. I know the spacing is set. I know we're not too far apart from each other. We have a good spacing to start trading with each other. So this is where like as an in-game leader individually, I start focusing on my crosshair. I'm going for the entry, I'm going for the trade whatsoever, okay? So just a bit of careful play, just a bit of AD. I have no idea what he like attacker's doing right here. He was just like pulling nades out. I think we had a good timing going to B. Oh, this is really loud. So are you the one who invited Genius to join the team? Yes, I am. I am the guy who reached out to Genius. Also because kind of like because of a tweet, right? I made Genius replied, and I started speaking to him, and we started to get a trial date and everything, and then I mean so far it's been okay. So as you guys probably already know from the CSGO to Asia post, we're officially signing Genius. There's still some things that we're gonna work out, some kinks in like contracts and shit. But yeah, he's gonna be joining us for the rest of the year. I'm pretty sure. Are you going to reach out to Benkai to join your team? I think Benkai has another 6 months of army. So I'm also not a fan of roster changes because I've changed my roster so many fucking times already. So I'm not. It's something that I have not thought about, basically. What's the biggest tip you give me to balance CS:GO and school? I'm quite young, which is around the 12 to 14-year-old range. Oh my god, you are young. I also want to get Face It level 10. I got LM and MM. I just want to see what else I could accomplish. Okay, sorry. Just let me take a pause on the demo review and let me just tell you, if you're 12 to 14, I think and you're Singaporean. If you're Singaporean, I think focus a lot on your studies. A good balance is knowing when you're not playing so much to the point where you're tiring yourself out. Because me at age 24, I often find myself in like moments where I find it really tiring to keep playing the game, and sometimes I just want a break. And I think you can see that happening to like many of the players, like Astralis players, Glaive, Zimnix, and then also all of Meister as well. And I think pace yourself, and set one target, one goal, and achieve it one at a time. For example, right now you say you want to get Face It level 10. If you're Face It level 8, try to hit level 9. Get a bunch of friends, play together, learn more about the game at the same time. But I think don't forsake studies, because studies is like kind of the way to go if you're Singaporean. And
Oh,
yo, Bev3, thanks for follow. So what's important to balance is find that you're not sacrificing studies necessarily to try to get good at Counter-Strike. So that's kind of my tip. Don't lose focus academically just because you want to put more focus into Counter-Strike. Yeah, don't fail school because of Counter-Strike. Yeah, okay. In what year did you upload your first stream? Ah, dude, that was so long ago. I can't remember. Hong Kong, okay. I appreciate the support, Crystalite. Yeah, you could put it as, you could treat it as like a podcast, yeah. Okay, so this is round over. So you get one round, off of good timing. So rounds like that does happen. See, this is like the same shit that you do all the fucking time to win a game. You have to do the same bloody thing all the time. Oh, I fucked this up. Yeah, I did. Okay, basically I fucked up this round. What's supposed to happen is that when I'm dropping, I'm supposed to land here. But I wasn't crouching, so I hit this thing and dropped straight down, and I died. I paid for it. Like, this is what happens when you do shit that you don't practice. And when you do shit that you don't practice, or you fuck up things that you done in practice, you die. That's why Counter-Strike is such a difficult game to play sometimes. Did you guys win this match? Yes, we won. We won this game. This map and the series after. How do you drop ladder properly? I think I'll show that later after the demo. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk about this round. Let's focus a bit more on my stuff. I shouldn't have died here. If I didn't die here, the round would have been so much easier. Okay, so some basic default stuff. B default, B house control, flashing, all that shit. Then here I am taking ladder control. My teammates die. Okay, this round, I think we fucked up this round like really bad. It was 3v5. So this is where, as an in-game leader, you gotta tell your team, okay, we can't make individual plays anymore. Let's go straight into trying to finishing the round. Get as much control as you can. Make a swift decision before the enemy gets even more map control, and start hitting somewhere really quick as a team already. Because in this situation, as you can see, like right now, they have 2 kills on Ivy, so they think like A is not that likely to be an A hit. I have a guy outside team main. I have two guys in ladder soon, and their rotation is already going straight to B, right? So what's gonna happen is they're gonna be 3 on A. And what's gonna happen when there's 3 on A and we have 3 going to A, it's a 3v3. So go hit fast and get as much control as you can and just try and finish the round right then and there, because otherwise you're not gonna get another opportunity to get into the round again, get back into the round. You're playing 1.6. 1.6 is a good game, it's a good game. Okay, so we get ladder control. This is where I'm telling, hey guys, we gotta go like really quick. They drop a smoke. This kind of delays our time, but we're still in position to start the hit. And as you can see, they're staying like in a situation like this. They're playing smart. They're playing 2 in B. They're playing it safe. So we're trying to get out into A, but the fucking problem here is that they keep smoking us. So I gotta go back and check the flank. Okay, I go back and check the flank. I get ready for a smoke. Okay, and then they have up front position already. But we happen to know where they are up front because we've been sitting in the position for long enough to get all the either visual or audio info. How much salary about your team? Thanks. My team salary is okay, I think, to play. Yeah, but I don't think I can say it that much until, like, you know, someone puts it out there. Okay, so we knew that the offer was like sandwich. I threw a flash. From ladder. He did not expect this. He was full blind. We managed to get a lot of good kills here. And kind of pulled around back. So this is kind of where like the fanatic like fireball of death like is going. Like you just come out together and then just start you know, basically finding fights together as a team. And if you noticed, just like a second ago, I did like a jiggle pick shot on the hell guy because we knew that the Opper was still alive, and this angle is just really bad for me to fight an Opper against. So what I did was kind of just like, in my mind at that point in time, when I did that like one shot into the train, I was thinking there might be someone there because that's such a common angle nowadays. It's not even considered off angle anymore. Wait, let me just skip like forward. Okay, so Bulls try to get kills, try to find an opening because they're still smoking us off. Eventually they came up front. I'm not sure what's the rationale behind them coming up front, because this gives a terrorist team more opportunities to find fights against you, and you let them back into the round. So I'm not sure what the rationale was, because Summer is also so far away from the rest of the team. If they had played good positions like backline in alley like Ivy, or Old Bomb just like watching like ladder out, I think they would have won this round pretty easily. They could also play like really like what I call asshole positions like Heaven and just Hell, and they won't give up a pick like too easily, and they won't give any info for us to where they are. So I'm not sure what's the rationale behind playing so up front. But I mean, there must have been a call there, and I'm not sure what it was, but I don't necessarily agree with it. They kind of let us back into this round. So we knew Sandwich Opper. We didn't kill him, we killed the Z guy and the E-Box guy. Sandwich Opper's here. So right here, I'm thinking Opper's alive. I cannot pick that angle. But it also occurred to me that I could pick that angle and kill him. But in like a split second, I realized as well that, you know, he probably has an op. I don't have that much HP. Even if he doesn't have an op, if he clips me with like a USP, I would probably die. So I just kind of did like this. This thing here was like, okay, I'm not gonna take that fight. Right, it was just me giving up that fight. So instead, I went for like more control, and we actually get the round back. We come back into the round, and this is where this is kind of where we fucked up the round a lot, because we had info that he was Ivy, he was pushed Ivy, and okay, let's just see. I'm not gonna talk so much about this round, but what I'm doing, I was watching ladder because I'm thinking it could be a guy from B because we killed 4 on A, right? Then info starts coming in that he could be Ivy push. That's where I turn and look at team main. Okay. Then this is just me communicating. Guys, I got ladder. Guys, I got ladder. Guys, I got team main. I got team main. And this is just like comms things. Do you usually do a lot of fakes on T side? It depends. It depends on the type of team that we're playing against. We usually have a game plan, whether not to do too many fakes or not. So I'm just watching team main. We're not planting the bomb, so we kind of actually let him back into the round again. And this is where we fucked it up. He had a molly, he dropped the molly, we couldn't plant the bomb, we didn't have time. I was slow, I had no position. We lost this round. It was really bad. But after this round, basically, when you lose a round like this, you're sitting in spawn. You're kind of just telling your team like, okay guys, let's just like forget about this and move on to the next round. Because if you let it linger on for too long, that shit really gets to you. Hello, Penguin. What? Who do you think played the bet this match and why? Wait, I gotta need an explanation on what you mean by played the bet. Anyway, so wait, can you guys hear that? Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend watching YouTube in the background. Okay, so who played the best? I think Kevin played really good as an op. Like he hit some really good shots, I think. Yo, Bossman Jeff, what's up? Okay, so in situations like this, you see everybody's just not moving because they have no idea what the fuck just went on. So everybody's just talking. And this is kind of where you gotta tell a team like, okay guys, just let's not talk about it. Let's move on. And then let's play the game. Because you gotta focus on the match. Because you're playing a tournament game like right now. You can't be fucking around. You can't be busy like talking shit. So yeah, kind of a mistake here for me to hang back. I should be going in for trades, but at the same time, it was a bit of a loss of focus. I wasn't sure what I was doing. Like, I'm trying to make a call here. I'm also telling them like, guys, just waste time. And I should be going out with them to go for that kill, but I don't have enough space here because I have two guys in front of me. I should actually be like the second guy behind the first guy to try and go for the trades because I have superior weaponry. Superior weaponry. But didn't happen. This round is not played out the best that it could be. I could have done better. I got a kill and died, that was it. What role is Zion playing? Zion's usually a lurker. But that guy can do anything. Okay, this is just like a support round. This is a plan, a tactic. We lost the first pick.
Yeah.
I was a bit caught off guard by this guy because their ladder smoke was so... Yo, thanks for the follow from Declaration. Their ladder smoke is kind of like... I can't see him that well, and he can see me like really well if you look at this, like right here. See, so I couldn't see him that well, so I was a bit caught off guard and I died. I did try to check the angle, but the smoke kind of just like fucked it up for me a bit. So we're down 6-1. This is an eco round. We have a plan. This is just like a plan to play together and try and go for kills. Took me too long to kill this guy. Like, I don't know what he was doing. Like, he's 10 HP and he still wants to peek. I'm not sure why, but he just kept peeking and I wasn't ready for him to keep peeking me, you know. Trying to make like a little play here with the smoke, but I didn't expect him to just come back 5, like E-box pushing 5 that quickly. I heard him a bit too late and you know, I'm dead. You are so nice. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, just in one of our rounds. I fucked up this smoke here. Yeah, I'll be completely honest. I forgot how to throw that smoke. I kept thinking it was the top of that fucking chimney. It is not. So you know, everybody makes mistakes, right? Forgive me. Okay, forgive me. I can't believe I'm revealing this to you, but I forgot that smoke. Okay, I fucked up. So moving on. It's like I fucked up this molly as well because I couldn't see. So yeah, that molly is kind of forgivable. Just jumping through smokes, getting space because teammates are really up front already. We can't be hesitating in a round like this. We end up doing really dumb shit. Thoughts on Xcur's little bro? He's crazy good. He is really sharp. He has talent for the game. but I also think that he needs more time and a good team so that he can learn the right things to be a proper good Counter-Strike player. Because often you see players who don't get the right Counter-Strike education or foundation building, like your base as a player, like the base foundation for
Oh,
you as a player has to be really
yeah.
good for you to excel really well. Yo, clap one Vara, clappy Vara. Thanks for following the stream. It'll be cool. Why do you guys play together during free time? Because I see Escrow playing with his Indo friends. Um, he has a Indo stack of him and his friends, and I think he also does like streaming and everything. So we do play together. We don't. It's not that we don't play together at all entirely, but most of the time, we kind of miss the opportunity to play with each other because I have my friends to play with too. And I don't really want to see Kevin 24/7. It's tiring to see him 24/7. Fuck. My friends play against accurate impression in EO. I saw in face EO in face it, dude. I saw what the fuck. Accurate impression in ISO. The fuck, bro? That's not nice, man. That's not nice at all. Okay. So back to the demo review. Okay. We kind of started getting the rounds back. So usually I'm putting myself. Okay. There are different types of in-game leaders, and every in-game leader has players to work with. So as a in-game leader, my tip is to find the position that you can get your players into that they will perform the best in, like that they will excel in. I happen to be really lucky because I'm playing with like two players who are really experienced and two players that are like players that work really hard. So they know what to do in their positions, and as an in-game leader, I still have to find ways to help them excel and like perform well. So that that decision making, like that thought process, is kind of something that you have to put some time into. And after putting time into that for my team, I personally put myself in a position where I'm more like a support guy, and eventually I'm kind of like also the guy who when okay Counter Strike right now is so hard, it's so complex, right? So everybody must be able to have like a certain skill set to become a good player. You can't be a good player if you're really fucking good at entry but know nothing about lurking. You can't be a good player if you're really really good at lurking but know nothing about entry. It all ties in into each other now, like playing this game. Whenever you put in a position to be a lurker, you have to be a lurker. Whenever you put in a position to be an entry, you have to be an entry. And there are times where you have to know how to support your teammates as well. You will not see a player in this world right now that can kill like 30 guys every game but not know how to flash the enemy. I don't think that works anymore. So yeah, um, most of the time when you see me reviewing my own demo, you kind of see me doing a lot of utility at the start of the round or in the middle of the round. And eventually, when I've spent all my utility, that's kind of where I start going in first because I have an idea of the pace that I want to set for my team. So that's kind of like it's something that you must really like have conscious. It's a conscious effort. It's something that it's a lot of thinking. You know. Wait. So sorry. Chat said, what do I think about Indonesian CS:GO players? Indonesian CS:GO players are actually really good, but I also think like there's a style of Indonesian Counter Strike that's like a diamond in the rough. That's like um too reliant on the same things within Indonesian Counter Strike. So yeah. Um, Franco both on how to use nades. Yeah, that happens. But it's matchmaking. I feel like I'm not playing my own game in officials, whereas in Parks I hit all my shots and be more confident how to overcome this. Okay. This is something that I give a bit of credit to Alex. my ex-coach and Paper Rex's current in-game leader. You gotta have two different modes. You have a park mode, you have a tournament mode, and how you mesh up these two modes, it's kind of up to you individually as a player. Everybody can go into a park and get hit like crazy insane shots, get 30 kills every game. But naturally, that might not be your role in like like a team setting and team situation. So when you go into a tournament, instead of maybe going for entry frags, you might be the guy throwing the flashes. So you gotta find out which playstyle is the one that's the most common between that park mode and the tournament mode, and you gotta balance it out and then play tournaments the same way that you play parks. So I'm talking about if you're opping window in mid or as a CT in parks, but you're not a main opper in the team in Mirage on CT, you're not gonna be able to hit the same shots that you hit in like a park game because you just basically don't have the opportunity to get those shots that you want to hit that you play every day for. So this is kind of where the balance comes in. For me, myself personally, when I play pucks, I always want to win. When I play pucks, I always play my own position unless I absolutely cannot. So I play the position that's next closest to my position. For example, I'm B shot player in Mirage City. If I can't play B shot, I'll play B anchor. If I can't play B anchor, I'll play window. If I can't play B window, I'll play connector. I'll never go anchor A because I don't want to know about anchoring A. I want to know about mid control. I want to know about holding B. I want to know about rotation. So that's kind of where the difference between parks and tournaments come in. The park mode, the tournament mode. Find a balance between these two modes, and then make that your own playstyle, and then you'll be good. You'll stay consistent between parks and tournaments. Why don't I set TV snapshot 128? This is a demo I got from HLTV. So does that work? Snapshot rate 128. Okay, I have no clue if that does anything, but yeah, okay, I'll do that next time. Yeah, just you also have to be confident. You are so Asian, much love. Okay, let me carry on with the demo first, and I'll answer questions later. I think I'm getting a bit too sidetracked. I'm spending so much time. Okay, so just utility stuff. Oh, this round was really fucking weird. Like for some reason, yo Spring Baton 69 I think will follow. Okay, for some reason. All right, thank you. That's something new, and I never thought about it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the tip as well for demo watching. It's something that I just never bothered. Okay. So anyway, this was a really weird round because for some reason I thought the C4 was dropped in leather, but the C4 was on me. So I got really close to this smoke, thinking I gotta grab the C4, and I realized, wait, the C4 is on me. I had no clue why I thought the bomb was in leather. It was on me this entire fucking time. Right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is I fucked up. In a nicer way. So yeah, I have no idea what I was doing here. I realized I had bomb. I immediately backed off. I'm like, what the fuck? Wait, I have bomb. I backed off. I dropped a molly in ladder, just to be annoyance. Zine came down, popped the ladder guy, and it was just round 1. My FPS is the same, it's still 180. But yeah, it should be a bit more accurate. This is just a basic anti-eco round. Anti-eco rounds, stay far back. Try to use range as advantage, especially if you have like a rifle like AK-47 or M4. Try to take fights that create a lot of distance between you and the enemy, because obviously they have weakened weaponry. It'll be easier for you to hit the body shots, which will then cause aim punch, which will then lower their efficiency in shooting. So yeah, keep a distance. This is one of the angles that I have to keep a distance and prevent boosting. Okay, just ladder smoke because my teammates are out Ivy. It's just basic stuff this is stuff that you gotta. It's not just things that applies in the team setting. If you're playing train and your teammates are out Ivy, you have no one ladder, just smoke it off. There's no point having like giving that opportunity for like maybe a guy in ladder to make a big play out of catching you guys coming out team main or ladder of Ivy off guard. Oh yeah, the tick changed. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, so just basic round. This is kind of when like we realized it was an eco round. I just want to get frags. I started like running. Hey, that happens to everybody, right? I think we played like a fantastic T side, so there was really nothing special to watch about me. Like we all had like good frags because it was just like really, it was just like really, a team effort. Okay, I heard the ladder smoke pop, and my goal for this round was actually to take ladder as always. I heard the ladder smoke pop really early, so I started playing with the ladder, and I realized that hey, ladder is clear, and there's a smoke. So that's kind of where I asked my teammate to come in and then just try and boost me. My teammate is here. Smoke is already gone, and we actually have right now full control to finish the round. So that's why I just called it. Utility starts coming in. This is just set execute strat. I'm only behind us because I know that the enemy has a tendency to like really push really quick. Most Chinese, Mongolian teams are really good at doing that. Some Thai teams are really good at doing that as well.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
Bucky, thanks for the follow, dude. Uh, so drop the molly behind us just in case because I don't want them like coming in with a good play just because they got like ballsy. This is just some standard stuff. We get an entry. This is where like some miscommunication between me and my teammates happened. I was not ready for a guy jumping mid side and I died. I spammed the boost, which is a common area for the enemy to be in when you do a set smoke like this. Reloaded, and by the time I was done with the reload, there was a guy on site. I did not expect him to be on site. I was trying to go for the heaven guy, and I died. So, this is like a team thing. But basically, the reason why I spam that smoke is common for a guy to be there, boosted, to try and get a cheeky kill on like the top blue guy or on the like the E-box guy coming out team main. So spamming the smoke is the reason why I spammed it. It's just like when you experience enough things, you kind of know like what might be coming. But I did not expect that mid bomb guy. Okay, so same stuff, ladder control. You see like most players, most pro games. When you watch a stream, they do not show stuff like this that much. They show the fights. They're capturing the lively parts of the game, but the essence of the game itself is still like basically the same stuff. Control, going for control, doing your defaults, making the game look
Oh,
as
yeah.
similar as possible to the round before, making the round look like that. Pump XD, thanks for the follow, dude. So same thing. I know ladder's clear. I'm not worried about it. I chose smoke. I chose smoke for execute. This is actually just another one of our rounds. Then this is where I'm waiting for Zion for the flash. Flash comes in, pop. I'm out. I start pushing. Okay, at this point of time, we did not get the entry into B. So I'm kind of just chilling here. Like attacker knows I'm here too. He's spamming through the smoke. He's not getting hits on me. So I'm trying to abuse the metagame because right now the metagame is actually just sitting in the smoke. And as it's about to expire, you can see much clearer than the people outside of the smoke. So you actually kind of see the guy that's looking at the smoke first if you're in the smoke. So I'm playing the meta game, but my teammate comes in here with a flash. He offers a flash for me, which is great in team play. Flash comes in, I turn, pop, I get a first kill. I knew there was one more guy connected because he was spamming me, but I was just too low HP to get this kill. Yeah. So that's kind of the metagame right now. You realize and see many pros just sitting in smokes, and you're wondering why they're doing that. They can't see anything, but it's kind of like a calculated risk because if you're terrorists, most cities are not gonna push through a smoke, and they're not gonna be able to round past you. And sometimes because they do not want to give away their positions, they're not gonna spam that smoke either. So in certain situations, it's pretty good to sit in the smoke and wait. Hi, thanks for the follow from Truman. Truman. Truman Okyo? I suck with names, I'm sorry. Sorry if I butchered your name. Okay, so we're getting rounds back. I have the pace of the team is set pretty well. I'm just doing the same old every round. This round there was a bit of miscommunication. I want to go in and clear team main for my teammate who was slow. I asked for a flash. I didn't make it clear enough that I wanted a flash in team main. So yeah,
Oh,
I went in and died
yeah.
for like shit balls. It was really dumb of me. That's why communicating is really important. Like make sure you know what is it that you want from your teammates in a clear fashion. I want to flash over teammate. I want to flash into teammate. Stuff like this. Like communication is really important. Both like as a player and as a team. I realize some players just don't know how to communicate. It's not that they don't want to. They just don't know how. It's important to like call the names of your teammates. Nowadays, there's colors you can call green, blue, purple, whatever. It's really easy. If you're playing with like your five-man stack, whatever, you can call their names like hey Aaron, hey whoever, I'm flashing for you, etc. etc. Hey, can you flash for me, etc. etc. It's really important. Call your utility, communicate with your teammates, call for like double picks and stuff. It's all just like part of the game now. Everybody must know about it. Um, I'll answer questions later. Sorry, let me just get on with this. Because otherwise I'm gonna spend too much time just like, looking at one demo. Okay, so we got this round, not a problem. Shit economy round from the enemy, I knew it. As in-game leader, you gotta make the call, like make the right calls sometimes. Because you gotta look at the money and shit. So, ladder control not done by me because, uh, obviously we had a plan. I'm not gonna go too much into the plan. So okay, this round is okay. In-game leaders take note of this particular round. We're hitting A. Okay, we're hitting A. Okay, we get the first kill. Oh sorry, we lost the first kill. We get a kill back. Okay, and then right here in this situation. All right, let me just slow it down. Right here in this situation, that's a really weird smoke here. So chances are the enemy threw it, which they did. I think they did. I cannot be sure right now. But there's a really weird smoke here. I think they threw it. I told my team to just calm down and wait. So even my guy who's really up front, he's just slowing down and just throwing utility. He gets picked. It's fine. Um, it's still a 3v3 situation. We're still waiting out the smokes. My guy that was top blue went all the way back to team main to watch that Ivy push, and then my guy in ladder was just holding ladder. So this is kind of where in-game leaders you gotta take note of that you don't have to rush rounds like this, especially when you have like 50 seconds to do something. Um, just slow the round down, get your teammates to hold their respective angles, and wait for the enemy to make a play, which the enemy did in this round. Someone decided that there's no one A. Look at him. He's just spotting. He doesn't see shit. Even when I did like a AD on from E-box, he doesn't know. He gets greedy, goes for the AK, makes noise, and he dies. So CT players, just because you don't visually see anybody doesn't mean that nobody's there. Keep note of that as well when you're playing. It's great to be a bit more patient. You don't have to call anything here. Like Summer calls A clear. Attacker starts going back to B. And then he dies, and the attacker has to start coming back to A again. And we're so ready for him already. It doesn't matter if he gets on the side. We're in position to kill him. He fucks up his movement a bit. His teammate comes after. This is just round done, right? UMP 1v3. Just off of one mistake from Summer to call like A clear, and he got greedy to get the weapon. They lost the round just like that. So these are things that I think CT players take note, and also in-game leaders or aspiring in-game leaders take note. This is stuff that sometimes you gotta slow the tempo down, especially if there's cause and there's reason to just do it. just get your team to slow down. Like scream at them if you have to. Like just stop, guys. Whatever rule, protocol, word that you wanna set in your team. Like just freeze, just stop, just sit, just wait. You know, stuff like that. These are all things that you can do. Like put in your team to make your team like slightly more systematic. When people hear keywords, they tend to register it really fucking quick, and then they just do what you want them to do, and they do what is the best for the scenario. Am I still in China? No, I'm not in China, then. I'm currently staying in Brunei with my girlfriend. There's too much like COVID shit to go traveling too much. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Moving on, we had a good half. How do you train with Tylo? This was not a practice game. This was a tournament game. I would not be reviewing a practice game. I think somehow rather that's bad ethics. Penguin 44 wait, 1 2 3 4 443,444. Thanks for the subscribe, Twitch Prime, appreciate it. I have a new I actually had a new like what's that? Twitch emote? Yeah, Twitch emote. The IMCLAP poggers, please use it. Please use it right now. I think that subscribe calls for it, man. Let's go IMCLAP poggers. Where the fuck is it? It's a it looks really funny. It's not even poggers actually, it's just me and shits, but it's cool. Okay, so moving on. We came back, great. I think individually I did okay. I think as a in-game leader I managed to control the pace pretty alright, so I'm proud of that. Something that makes me happy because it means like hard work has paid off. So yeah. Hey TS Chan, someone new to the stream, hello, say hi. Oh, we started this round by the way, so we knew what they were doing. So we had this. It's like a counter to whatever they were doing, but Kevin just goes huge like this round. He had a huge round, it was sick. BTRG has bootcamp and our club is based in Hangzhou, China. But the players are playing from home now because of the COVID-19 situation. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow from Organic Poop. That's great. I don't think that's synthetic poop, but yeah, that's great. Hey, my little sister's here. Yeah. Hello. Thanks for the follow from IB, or is it LB? I'm not sure. When will we be going back to China? I'm not sure about that as well. COVID-19's pain in the ass. Okay, so just some basic utility stuff to push them back if they're coming for a fast round. I rotate to B really quick because there's always that chance that the enemy is gonna pop B. But I hear Ivy. I hear teammates calling they have many Ivy. I come back to A because obviously it's not a good idea to leave them B. For some reason, Kevin died here. I went really aggressive to get this kill because I have to. He's in a bad position. I have prime position. I knew he didn't have good weapon. I had to go for this kill right here. Sometimes people do get too like overzealous. I think like over ambitious. They get too ambitious and try to go for a kill that's really bad. You take a really bad fight, try and get kill. But in this situation, this was called for. I think. I need to get the kill like really quick. I tried to get the AG here, but he already took it, asshole. I hit the MP7, pick it up. Okay, so Ivy has gone missing. This is kind of where, like, this is a mid-round situation where you gotta know. Everybody just starts talking about where they have covered, and you gotta pick a spot, cover that spot as well, so your team isn't put in like a precarious situation. Did I quit school for CSGO? I did not quit school for CSGO. I quit school because I didn't like school. So yeah, I was just never a good student, I think. I was smart, but I just didn't like it. So I chose Hell, good position to be in with MP9 because I can take fights like this. you can really engage and disengage really quick in a position like this, especially if your teammates has your IV covered. You all had it covered, but there was too much pressure from teammates, so you kind of just turned and looked away. I decided to move backwards because I want to be able to see him coming first. Because when he's coming in from this angle, okay, CSGO has this mechanic where if you're closer to the wall, you will see the enemy later. So if you're further from the wall that they are picking at, like for example in this situation, that would be this wall right here. I'm further away from this wall than if Dan King is gonna come to start picking me at hell. So I decided to move back. First of all, create distance, because they don't have that good weapons. Second of all, I'm also abusing like the mechanic. Not abusing, but I'm just using proper mechanics to try and get the fight with the best chances of me winning. So this is really important. Small things to take note about, to implement and just kind of incorporate into your gameplay all the time, so you don't have to like consciously think about it, and you can play good. Just to keep yourself at a consistent level. So this is where I kind of started going up top because we didn't have much info on like the E-box area. We know they're out. They have a lot of control. Going aerial is a good idea now on train, because you get a lot of info. You can disengage really quick as well. So yeah, just info time. And when they start getting mowed down, that's where I start pushing, because I want the MP9 kill reward. $600 is so much more. Can confirm he is smart. Sensitive question. Dota 2 player in China play around 2 to 3k Singapore dollars. I think they get paid a lot more than that if you're playing Dota 2 for a good team. But if you really must know, my salary is not that far from the amount that you suggested. Okay, Penguin 4, dash 4, dash 4. No, 4, Penguin 4, dash 4, dash 3, dash 4, dash 4. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call it now. 4434. Yeah, I know, I'm just trolling, bro. Miscom, double utility. Not gonna talk about that. Okay, in this situation where my teammates died, they called there's one more, and they called that he's low. So he's throwing utility. I'm thinking, hey, it's really a good time to start pushing when the enemy doesn't expect you to be there. So this is just me doing that. It's nothing special. He did not expect like 3 guys IV. He got 2 kills on IV. Thanks for the follow from Carter. He got 2 kills IV. I'm actually close by because I know what they were trying to do. My teammates already caught it, so I went for the push, got a kill. It's just like more basic shit. At this point, they're out teammate. I know there's a guy top blue. I'm trying to look for him here because the smoke's pretty bad. I see that guy going sandwich. So where the next logical position for that guy to be in is to be in hell. Hey, thanks for the follow from Aduka. Is that Aduka from? Yeah, I think that is. Hey, sup, all the people. Thoughts on ViewQuest? ViewQuest is good, right? Along with My Republic. Jamie's here. Woohoo! The whole family is here. Okay, I know that the next position is gonna be in hell. Is hell. So I go for this pop flash that he doesn't see, and I check it. I saw like a glimpse of him, and finished off the kill. So this is kind of like, this is game sense. Okay. I knew that their smoke sucked. I saw a guy going sandwich. Next logical position for him to be in is hell. Went for the pop flash. As the smoke was ending, he got the kill. Right. So this is just like thought process behind playing a game. Behind like my play. It wasn't because I was cheating. That's not why I flashed him. I knew he was going there. And it's not because I was cheating. Definitely not cheating, guys. Zine, big round from Zine here. I don't know how he and somebody missed each other, but it was really funny.
Yeah.
Yo, Bruce, thanks for the follow. Yeah, drop by. I bet there's a few good ideas to few good things to take from you.
Oh.
Okay, the reason why I break the thanks for the follow from AJ. The reason why I break the windows in heaven is because those windows, I mean, okay, this is like pretty obvious, but those windows actually take some damage. Like they actually soften damage by a bit. And what you really want to do is break those windows early, so I do it so me or my teammate can go up into heaven and not worry about our first shot not doing maximum damage when we see someone. So just break those windows early, right? It's always a good idea. And yeah, okay. I rotated because basically the reason why I'm 4A at the start of the round is because I'm just anti-rushing. Is to stop the enemy from coming out with like fast utility, getting really fast map control. So I'm A early just for anti-rush. The moment that A seems like it's okay, that's kind of when I start moving.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on the team that we play against, thanks for the follow from Half Moon 25. Okay, depending on the team that we're playing, I might not rotate that quickly. So it really depends. It depends on the type of work that you put in prior to the game. So I'm sitting here with a nade in hand. Zain's doing AD lower with I think a molly in hand. So this is where I'm just anti pop B, which is basically if they're gonna come swing and double pick Zain and just like kill him really quick and they want to rush B, Zain's gonna drop their molly. I'm gonna drop this nade. They're not gonna survive that if they're gonna run in. So this is just like setups that you have in your team, or this is things that you naturally should have an idea of when you're playing in like a team setting. And also you gotta communicate, right? I'm just staying here for a bit, waiting for that B pop because they're so quiet on an A. I'm just chilling. I'm just really chilling here. Like I'm still waiting for the B pop because they're not doing anything across the map. They have no control. They're not doing much of anything, and we also don't have that much info. So we're playing really back, as you can see on radar right now. So timer's hitting 1 minute. It's time to drop some utility, get into positions to stop them from like an execute, cause their pop's not coming in yet. So I throw my utility. I'm just watching. I'm just like talking to my teammate here. I see him upper. I'm calling it. This is where I move because I need to get in a better position to stop them from maybe just like running out B uppers. So I move. Upper guy's gone. We have no info again. This is where I kind of just. This is where I kind of just get ready for the setup, basically. So again, enemies eco. We're just doing some anti-rush stuff. See, Danking takes some utility damage. I have no idea why my nade didn't hit him. I think my nade touched him on the body. Did it? That was weird. How did he not like get more damage from the grenade? I didn't actually. I watched this demo, but I didn't actually see like how he didn't get damaged. What the fuck? That was weird. Where the fuck is Danking? Okay. So. Oh, okay. What? Oh, it was behind the wall. Okay. Oh, that sucks. That's why he didn't get naded. The fuck. Okay, so I didn't see him out all of, so I didn't call it, and I thought the A was pretty much clear because I was showing the nade. So this is where I came to B. Okay, in this situation, I'm thinking that we know they're eco. I know they can pop B. I know. I'm always aware about like I keep talking about pop B, but in this situation, I'm just thinking like Zayn's in a position where he could get like run down if he gets a bit of unlucky timing or what. So I'm just staying here with my gun out, ready to help him out if he gets like fucked. Which happens because they get a first shot on him, he immediately jumps lower to try and chase him, but I'm here, I'm ready for it. I see another guy, I can't get the shots on him. But, you know, stuff like this is just basically just playing careful CS. Any thoughts on ViewQuest? I think ViewQuest is really good, yeah. ViewQuest has always been like the most stable provider, but I myself am using MyRepublic in Singapore, which has no problems. So I think if you want to go for ViewQuest, go for it, man. Why not? I think StarHub Singtel is a bit meh. Yeah, M1 is okay. M1's reliable. It's nothing special, but it's reliable. Okay, so Ivy guys going for a play here. I'm playing like the guy watching teammate out, because usually that's the Ivy guy's job. A lot of shit happened here. They started a lot of utility that they don't usually throw. So this is where, especially the dead giveaway is this smoke right here, back 6, right? When this smoke pops, like I see this smoke, I immediately know that there's something that's about to go on A. It could be a fake, but you know, I throw this smoke to protect myself, so I can play on it as well. And they actually kind of slow down. They're waiting for the smokes to pop, but I already popped the smoke right here. Flash comes in, I'm completely fine. I see that Molly coming in to backside as well. It's almost like 90% is gonna be an A hit at this point. I also hear a fuck ton of steps like coming from like the sandwich area. So this is kind of where I'm telling my guys, it's gonna be A, it's gonna be A. They're out sandwich, and I just focus on crosshair. At this point of time, I'm telling them they are coming out, they are coming A, and I just focus on my crosshair. I'm trying to look for kills here. The flash comes in. It kind of sucks. I'm not sure why. But the moment the flash pops, I look here because I know the play that they are definitely doing is that they are gonna come through the sandwich smoke. So I'm waiting here looking for a kill. I get it. There's a guy below my feet. He somehow like gets in front side. Because he just runs through my smoke back to front side to pick C. So it was pretty much a shutdown because we knew they were coming in. We were all ready for it. Am I gonna play? Yeah, maybe later. I'm still going through the demo. I gotta go through this first. Okay, so they decide to buy. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just anti-rush. In this position, I didn't actually break the windows. Yeah, I'm doing a bit of a different thing, but Genius has it covered. He breaks the windows himself sometimes. So I'm here anti pop B again. Sign takes contact. I'm just sitting here trying to see if they will come like with a flash, because that's that timing that they contact lower, they immediately like get ready for the flash, like the pop flash to come into B lower together. So I'm just watching lower. So this kind of where like you and your teammate is kind of deciding the setup. So my decision here was to go to Koi's because it really looked like a B round. We're all just calling it might be a B round. So the smoke starts coming in. I'm just sitting here waiting. I think for a better judgment, we have to take the first kill and look back upper because she's definitely gonna come and trade me. But what I decided to do instead was get the first kill and then try and look lowers. But I think I also didn't know that there was a molly burning like lower, so they couldn't actually be out. So yeah, I took too long on the first kill as well, so that's why somebody managed to get the trade really quick. I couldn't even turn my crosshair that much before he got a kill on me. So big round from Zine. This guy is a beast. So yeah, big round from him. I did my job here. I was a nuisance. They were probably just trying to look at me and shit. I got rid of first guy. That's all that matters, I think. I lag and didn't get to hear your thoughts. Oh shit, it's okay. You can go back. You can go back a little bit and watch it. Okay, I got a timeout here. Wait, let me think. Why did we call the timeout here? I called a timeout here to look at the economy, I think. Yeah, should have been. This is. Oh yeah, I called a timeout here to call a tactic. But yeah. Okay. So I'm not gonna talk about that. If you wanna know what I just did, go watch the demo yourself. Go study my team yourself. I'm back on B because A is completely fine. So this is kind of where we just gambled like really hard because you know they're out A and shit. I'm just coming in to fill in the holes. I know there's people sandwich and stuff, and they're probably gonna jump side soon. So I need to clear like up to shadow and shit. I heard the guy's side. I'm looking at him, but he's not picking. So at this point, I have my teammate with me in bomb side, right? We're both here. And what I wanted to do was just watch here and have my teammate watch behind me. But my teammate instead went for the pick here and got the hell guy, while I knew that there was probably a guy here. So I was a bit hesitant like on turning around. But eventually I got my crosshair back in a good place on the right, like at the right time. BJ signed me for how many years? I don't think I can say that as well. Match fixing timeout. Lol. Yeah, okay, so carrying on. Oh yeah, at this point, because it was a 1v3, I'm just telling my teammates, because I have prime position to be looking for this guy. Bombs dropped, my teammate has bomb, I have a guy backside. Backside guy could just focus on front side, like on the left, like where I call shadow. He could just do this and or do this, and I'm just looking for him, like trying to tell the team, guys, I'll look for him. I know, I know my teammate Genius is in position to trade, and Zion has the bomb anyways, so it's like, it's around there, you know. You can kind of make a risk here. I think we lost this round. Okay, the reason why I'm breaking the window because I want to, you know, make them think like we might need them or something. Okay, this round was also like just one. This is one of those rounds that we call a gamble because, you know, 2 kills on A. Okay, this is using a teammate. This is a good example of using your teammate. BTRG Wusi. How's XQ in my team? Yeah, I'll answer that later. This is an example of using a teammate. I'm telling my teammate, I'll go through the smoke, just bait me. So I get the kill. My teammate doesn't even move to give them the info that there's 2B, that there's 2 IV, up to the point whereas Q cam is over. There's a small little gap in time, like maybe, okay, if you headshot a guy, I think it's like a second and a half. But if you kill a guy, it's like 3 seconds that he has Q cam. He's waiting for Q cam to be over before he starts making any noise. So like that guy that died has no info to give to his team, except for there's one guy IV. I think I whiffed on. I think I whiffed this a bit. Yeah, I should not have took that shot. At this point, they know about me. I should be making the play. I don't know. This round is just a bit bad timing, I think. Hey Jason, what's up, dude? So same thing. You get a chain of rounds, right? Like you're really in the driving seat of the game. And as an in-game leader, when you drop 2 kills that quick, and you lose a round because of it, not mainly because of it. Of course, you can always still win the round, right? Even if you're 3-5 or what. But you lose a round anyways because the enemy had like 2 really quick and really good entries. When you lose a round like this, sometimes your teammates might be talking about how you died at IV, or they might be talking about the setup, or they might be talking about the round before. This is where you gotta really just control the team and tell them, guys, just focus on this round. Don't mind about the last round, focus on this round. We already lost it, we'll talk about it next time, we talk about it like the day after, we talk about it after the game, doesn't fucking matter. What matters is that you gotta focus on the round that you're in right now. And if you're the in-game leader, you kinda have to get your team back on track. Like I mentioned before, you have to get your team back on track. You have to tell them, even if they're talking a lot, even if they're arguing, you gotta tell them to shut the fuck up and just play the game and focus on winning and finishing this map before you talk about whatever it is that they or you want to talk about. Witkachu, thanks, dude. Yeah, demo review. So same old. I'm just breaking windows. I'm throwing utility. I'm breaking windows. This is my job. Here's a cool nade. You can learn it. Just tuck yourself. Where the fuck am I? Tuck yourself in like this. What the fuck? I'm pointing. Tuck yourself in this little corner over here. Look at the tip of this, like the little yellow train. Run until your crosshair touches the white pipe and jump throw. It's a pretty good nade if someone's there. And attacker was there, but he was playing like this really weird position. I don't know why this position is always being used. I did 1 damage. I think all things considered, it was okay. So yeah, rotation, no anti-A rush done. Back to rotation into B. Taking a new position because they knew that I played coils. This is like a good setup to anti-contact B uppers because it's such an off angle for the guy coming upper. A guy that uses this position a lot is Bentet. Really good at it. Okay, this round we kind of knew they were setting up B because there's 40 seconds, there's this B upper smoke, there's like a dead giveaway, like usually that the enemy is coming B. So I'm sitting in this position, I can't move, right? And they're going really slow, like they go smokes, mollies are coming in, And this is where I decide, like, okay, if I'm sitting here and they throw a lower flash and they come swinging lower with this, they come like swinging like lower, like they come swinging like this position, and I'm here and I'm blind, I'm dead. So, and I also knew that I just threw a lower smoke. So what I decided to do here was immediately just fucking move up front and get into my own smoke and just wait. And I get all the fucking info here that no one's down lower. They're going to ladder, and I'm just screaming they're going to A. And they have no clue about this. So I think this is a pretty good play, but you can't always do it. It was just that the situation at that point of time called for me to do it, and I was confident that if I came rushing to this lower smoke and they're coming out lower, I'll get the kill on them anyways. So yeah, situation called for it. I went for it. So I'm checking upper because I wasn't sure. We know there's a guy in B. Zion gets him. I just shift with knife out, so it's a lot faster because they're definitely not looking at ladder now. They get the kills on A. We have the bomb. I kill the guy dropping the bomb. The guy's worried about me, and then the round is just done. So yeah, decision making sometimes not that easy to make, and as expected, I have the most flashes. Where am I from? I'm from Singapore. I'm a native Singaporean, but I am currently staying in Brunei. Hey, organic poop is from Nigeria, really? That's pretty cool. I don't know if you're fake flagging, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, split second decisions. Sometimes you gotta read the game really well, and the best way to do it is by judging the game from the utility being thrown or the utility that's present on the playing field. Am I saying Brunei? Running away from COVID. Impression International.